I saw an interview a while ago with former NBA star Amari Stoudemire talking about his journey to Judaism and his conversion and how he's really finding real meaning in life. And it was talking originally about his classes that he attends. He attends a shir in Hilchos Shabbos and another class in Kashrus. And then he said the following thing, listen to this. He said that when it comes to learning, he said there's a lot of learning in Judaism, and especially when it comes to your character traits and your midos. He said the learning that I do helps me control my anger. It helps me control my thoughts, my speech. It helps me guard my eyes. He said these lessons that I'm learning along the way are helping me to become a better man. And that's what I'm all about, becoming a better individual. He said it so clearly. The Torah, the values of the Torah, the learning of Torah that we do is all for one purpose, to make us into better people. The Medrash in Eicha Rabbah tells us that if somebody tells you that there's chachma bagoyim, that there's wisdom amongst the non-Jews, ta'amin, you should believe them. However, if somebody tells you that there's Torah bagoyim, that there's Torah amongst the non-Jews, al ta'amin, you should not believe them. And Rav Abba Grossbart asked, what's the Medrash telling us? That if there's Torah by the goyim, do not believe them? Of course not. The Torah wasn't given to the Goyim. The Torah was only given to the Jewish people. Why would you assume that there's Torah by the Goyim? And he answers so beautifully. He says, what is the Torah? Torah comes from the word mora, which means to teach us how to live. Torah refers to Torah's chayim, the Torah of life. The Torah that allows us to live life in a more refined, in a pure and a proper way. The Rambam tells us that the purpose of all of the mitzvos is to make us into better people, is to change us to live a more refined and ethical life based on the ideals of how Hashem wants us to live. You know what the Medrash is telling us? That if someone says that there's chachma, that there's wisdom by the goyim, believe them, because yes, there's lots of wisdom over there. But if someone says Torah bagoyim, that they have a source of wisdom that can change them, that can make them into better people, al ta'amin, do not believe them, because the only source of such thing is the Torah itself, which belongs to the Jewish people. And this is one of the things the Greeks wanted to rid us of, that ability to work on ourselves, that ability to become better, to become proper, ethical, moral people, which comes from the Torah and the mitzvahs that we are observing. That was something that they didn't like. And this Chanukah, we have to think about that message, that they were trying to rid us of our morality and of our proper values to be able to emulate HaKadosh Baruch Hu in this world. And that's what we need to dedicate ourselves towards, to recognize that Torah and mitzvos are for that purpose, to make us into better people. And the more that we dedicate ourselves towards Torah and towards mitzvah observance, we are refining ourselves and becoming much better people, emulating the Rabbanu Shalom.